Good morning. 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 Guys, today I might go headphones. I might go headphones. I'm just feeling like I love the sound of my voice right now. No, I really don't. I was trying to change it up. I don't know about my look. I got a bun. I got the low po. You just trying to lock in with my new identity. Now this feels like really loud in my own ear that I can hear my own voice. I don't love my voice at all, actually, but we're trying to embrace who we are and be the best version of ourselves. Also love ourselves, Like at the end of the day, if you don't love you, who's going to love you? So here we go. I love my voice. I had such an interesting conversation yesterday with my executive coaching coach, um, life coach, if you will, which I was, thank goodness, given in this crazy time of my life. We've only had like 3, 4 sessions, but she's been great. She's actually been really wonderful. And at first I was super skeptical because I'm like, life coach, come on. Like, I could be a life coach in my head, right? I'm telling myself that. I'm like, my ego is like, need to be stroked. I'm like, I could do this job. She's actually made me think about things I never have before. So I actually appreciate her for that. And she's got 20 years experience ahead of me that I also appreciate. Well, I was sharing yesterday, some thoughts I had about my teaching world, my like personal brand world, my entrepreneur slash small business owner world. Um, and she said something yesterday that was super interesting. And it was basically the concept that we all do what we do because it's like a deep down need to feel loved. And I thought about that and I was like, dang, is that why I feel the need to start another business, be the best teacher, be the best wife? Why I keep like upping the ante? Why do I keep feeling like I need to do more, right? And I really sat with that question for a minute about like why do we feel that if we perform, that's when we get attention and we get love and that's like where the dopamine hits. And I was like, dang, I resonate with that very much. And she was like, "Here's this book. I don't remember what she called it, and she couldn't remember the name either. But it made me be like, I might need, I need to read that book because we all seek like that feeling of belonging and connection, and I guess feeling loved. But I think it also comes down to that when you're loved, you're safe, and I think that's what the brain is seeking at all times. Is like, how am I safe? And people associate like doing things, performing, and, people giving you attention with feeling safe. And that's where this is like a miss. So I wanted to do my research. And of course, I did. And understanding essentially, is it true that all people want is to feel loved? Like, is all we want is to feel connected to someone else? Loving ourselves is different, but when someone else or other people love you, does that make us feel like accepted? And I wanted to understand like how we've evolved, like how our brains have evolved as we've gone through, caveman days to where we are today and how everything is online and how everybody wants to be, create this story of themselves and put themselves online so people accept them and love them and like you've made it in the world. I mean, me included. Like why am I doing this podcast? I mean, in my head, it's actually really helped me with like my own therapy, like my verbalizing my journal, if you will. But also like I probably deep down want to have this, take off and have people be like, wow, you did a podcast? Like, how cool. Like, wow, how you do it all. Like, you're a mom of 3 and you have a couple businesses and you're a full-time teacher and you're just so cool. I don't know if that's healthy. And I don't even know if that's what I want. I'm just kind of putting that voice out there of like, I mean, yeah, that would be cool. But also, is that why I'm doing it? No. And if it is, I shouldn't be doing it for just that reason. I am deep down doing it just for me, but I feel like that can get lost in this world of like everybody just trying to be accepted, everybody just trying to belong, everybody just trying to feel loved. And so, yeah, I found that to be super like thought provoking. And I sat with that for the afternoon after the call yesterday. Yeah. So I wanted to bring it to life here. I never know what I'm going to talk about when I come on here. I just wake up and I listen to my videos and I kind of do my thing. And then I'm like, what feels good? What feels right? And this came up, this popped up. So let's break it down and let's talk about how our brains kind of understand that question. And I'll try to keep it light, keep it understanding because I'm learning as well. So I wouldn't need to dumb down the neuroscience for just a regular human to understand. All you need to do as a human being is to be accepted by the group. That equals survival. When you are rejected, that equals danger, starvation, and death. So that's super interesting, right? Like the brain evolved with the brutal rule: if I'm not wanted, I am not safe. So this is not emotional weakness. This is neural survival math, the attachment system, which is something I'm like very interested in. Uh, so much so that I started like a little business on it, that I'm understanding the attachment theories. So the attachment system is built in early infancy. The brain understands and learns, am I responded to? And am I worth care? And this becomes your baseline expectation of love. So then it turns into social pain equals physical pains. If someone I'll say it like this: rejection activates the same brain regions as the physical pain, which is called the anterior cingulate cortex. Okay. This is why when something intense, emotional, socially happens to you, you feel it like a physical heartache, a stomach ache. You feel it literally, like why loneliness can make you like feel sick to your stomach. And I actually get serious reaction when I just think of someone being emotionally hurt, or myself or my kids. But even like I have it with just random people. If I see a kid on campus like eating lunch by themselves, I mean, this is just clicking for me live on the podcast. Like that makes sense. Like I literally don't feel good. And I don't even know that kid. So with myself, with my own kids, like obviously it's more heightened, but I even get that with kids in class. When I see like students who are working really hard in class and they aren't getting like the recognition of the love that they want or deserve, like that like really eats away at me. As we continue, dopamine plus oxytocin. The dopamine comes because it's like, I did something great and it got approval. I'm going to do it again, right? That goes with like a little kid, like scoring a goal in a soccer game. Like my parents were so proud of me when I did that. So I'm going to keep doing that. And that's all that matters because they love me more when I score a goal in a soccer game. And as I'm doing all of this experimenting, I'm learning so much about like the nervous system and how it's really that needs to be regulated for so many of us who are empathetic and curious and just genuine. And I think that is something I didn't know going into this whole podcast experiment. So it goes into the big question that I kind of asked today is everything we do just about feeling loved, right? In my head, before I had this conversation with my coach, she said, or I was thinking everything we want in life is just to feel free, right? And I've thought about this with like why people play the lottery. Like I've been with that for a long time because I'm like, everybody just wants to win the lottery because they think that money is going to make them happy and set them free. And it does financially, I think. But also like, I think that runs out. So I think ultimately people want freedom. People don't really want the money. I think that they get confused. And I think like people in these high up positions, they don't need a bigger paycheck. They need time off with their family. They want like to be on vacation. And I think that's what everybody just wants, like their core people. They don't want to have to perform. They don't want to have to, do. They just want to be. Oh, this is crazy. It goes back to like just what life is about. And it's just being free, being loved, being understood. That's crazy. Okay.